Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness, and I'm back today to continue my series on what I think are good things about Fallout 76. Now, don't get me wrong, Fallout 76 is a deeply flawed game, and it is my least favorite of the Bethesda Fallout games. And yet, among all the negative talk and people complaining about what's wrong with the game, I think that it might be somewhat interesting to talk about some of the things that I think are right with this game. So, this is going to be a short series that I'm doing, and this is the second part of it. Let's get to it. The first thing that I was going to talk about today was the radio. The in-game radio has some new songs, some new selections, and a little bit of a different style from previous games. And I like that. It is not necessarily the same aesthetic on some of those new songs as we're used to in Fallout games, and yet I think the new songs fit. And having a little bit different style, having things change a little bit, is a good thing that will let it evolve over time. Hopefully, we maybe in the next game don't get quite so many repeats, though, as what's on the radio. Frankly, I think it is a crime that Tom Lehrer is not included in the soundtrack for a Fallout game. He is a hilarious parody artist that was popular in the 50s and 60s, and I'm going to link a couple of his songs in the video description below. Do yourself a favor and go check those out. It's funny stuff. Second thing I wanted to talk about today was the lack of load screens. There are very, very few load screens in this game. You can literally play for hours without running into a load screen. Now, compare that to Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, or Fallout 3. You go into any town in those games and you can't go 3 minutes without going through a load screen. It's really annoying having to constantly just pause and twiddle your thumbs while you're waiting for all these dang load screens. It's a very nice change to not have those constant load screens everywhere. I really hope that Bethesda will continue that trend in future games. Next thing I wanted to talk about was the environment itself and the variety of it. There are so many different environments in this game and so many distinct zones. The ash heap is very different from the forest, and the forest is different from the Savage Divide, which is different from Cranberry Bog. I could go on. The fact that it's not all the same monotonous gray landscape like it was in Fallout 3, or the same monotonous desert like it was in Fallout New Vegas, is a nice change. Now, you could say that in Fallout 3 there was Oasis, and in Fallout New Vegas there was Jacobstown, and those areas were distinct and unique, and I think very popular and liked locations because they stuck out so much. But having this variety in this game is a very welcome change compared to previous Fallouts. And the other thing that I wanted to mention here was the fact that this game is really good at long views. You can climb almost any random hill in this game and find something that you might like to go and explore. In fact, just kind of coming up here like this, I can see over on my left here. There's I think the White Springs is down there. There's those mansions for the owners of the various mines that are talked about so much in the ash heap And, just coming over here just a little ways, I can even see over here the that great big mining machine that just dominates the ash heap itself. And looking kind of in the middle distance here, there's a great big train yard that's down there that might be worth exploring, right? So the fact that you can quickly get to a vantage point to maybe direct where you're going to head next in your travel across the map is really nice. And in fact, it reminds me a little bit of Skyrim. Skyrim did great when it came to just finding ways to present the player with a long vista. I mean, Skyrim is in my mind one of the greatest games ever made, and the fact that we can find anything at all in common between Fallout 76 and Skyrim is, I think, a good thing. So, yeah, that's probably enough for today. But just again, wanted to start maybe having people think about, like, what are things that we might like to see in another Fallout game. Hopefully, one that is better than Fallout 76. What can we glean that is good from Fallout 76? So I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure and hit the like button down below. And if you didn't, please tell me why in the comments so I can try and do better for you next time. And if you want to see more, be sure and subscribe. Got a lot of Fallout 76 content coming. Going to continue this series. Until next time, my name is Nacho Bidness, and I'm saying it's a great big wasteland out there. Let's go have fun in it.